Welcome to the channel. Today we'll determine whether what is a relative pronoun or not. Okay, before giving you the answer, let me introduce with you about the relative pronoun, right? Relative pronoun has two parts. One is relative and another is pronoun. Okay, relative means relative clause. That is, relative pronoun introduce a relative clause. You know that clause means subject plus finite verb plus extension, right? And pronoun replace a noun, right? Or indicate a noun. And this pronoun function as subject object of the verb of relative clause. However, let me give you an example so that you can have clear knowledge. He is a student who came here yesterday. Look at this sentence. He is a student, right? This who is connecting he is a student this clause with who came here yesterday this clause plus the who is the subject of the verb came. You know that came uh, is a verb of the relative clause, right? So a relative pronoun can join two clauses together plus relative the relative pronoun can also function as the subject object of the verb of relative clause, right? But a simple conjunction only connect two clauses, but a relative pronoun connects two clauses plus it will function as subject object of the verb of the relative clauses. So let me give you more information about this thing so that you can have good knowledge. They, that is relative pronouns, they don't only they not only connects two clauses but also act as the subject or object of the verb in the relative clause. I think I have told you these things before. The only difference between conjunctions and relative pronouns, conjunction merely connect two clauses, they don't serve any other purpose. Now come to the main question. Is what a relative clause? Is what a relative pronoun? The answer is no. We cannot use what as a relative pronoun, right? But instead of what we use which, right? So take an example here. The hotel, right, which was least expensive, this is which was least expensive, this is relative clause, right? And this which is modifying the noun hotel. We can't use what in case of we can't use what in by replacing which, right? The hotel what was least expensive, this is not correct. So we cannot use what as a relative pronoun. Okay, let me take another example. She never asked our permission to use the room, right? Then comma, which was very rude of her. The antecedent of this pronoun, which is the room. We cannot use here what, right? We cannot use here what. We always we have to use which if we want to refer to a noun, right? So what was very rude of her. We cannot use what was very rude of her because what can't be used as a relative pronoun. Okay, let me give you more information about what, right? We don't use what after afterwards we take a that clause, right? Follow this example. I am very happy that, okay, after the adjective happy we can use that clause, that you can come and visit us. So instead of that we cannot use what, right? So the answer is what can we can use what as a relative pronoun. So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.